Hi,
Hello.
I'm Leanne,
And I'm Chris.
and this week we had global outreach for our current events project video podcast thingy.
Video podcast thingy.
Yes. So Chris is gonna start us off.
Yes. Less than 3 weeks after a series of historic wildfires that killed 29 people and destroyed more than 16,000 structures in the Los Angeles area, more than 24 of music's biggest names gathered for the Fire Aid benefit concert. An evening of music and solidarity, as the organizers described it, meant to raise money for the affected Angelinos, as they call them, and to prevent future fire disasters throughout Southern California.
In fact, Fire Aid encompassed 2 concerts, one held at Inglewood Intuit Dome, and the other about a mile north at the Kia Forum. Billie Eilish, Green Day, Joni Mitchell, John Fogerty, Gracie Abrams, No Doubt, Jelly Roll, and Stevie Nicks were among the acts who've taken the stage. Katy Perry took the stage, backed by the Pasadena Choir, which lost its home base when the Altadena Community Church burned down. Some of its singers and its founding artistic director, Jeffrey Bernstein, lost homes in the fire.
The bill also included Olivia Rodrigo, Lady Gaga, Stevie Wonder, Peso Pluma, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers, among many others. Produced by a team of music industry veterans led by Irving Azoff and his family, Fire Aid was live streamed on an array of platforms including Netflix, Hulu, Max, Apple TV, Prime Video, and Twitch. Connie and Steve Ballmer, who own the Los Angeles Clippers, as well as Intuit Dome and the Forum, have pledged to match all donations made during the show.
In the days leading up to the show, organizers said that they had already raised more than $60 million from ticket sales and corporate sponsorships. They say that they plan to distribute donations with the advice of the Annenberg Foundation, and the aid will be both for short-term relief efforts and long-term initiatives to prevent future fire disasters. You can donate to Fire Aid at theredcross.org. Wait. No, out of all of the the lineup,
Yeah.
who do you think is the best?
Well, I'm a big, I kind of like Gracie Abrams now.
Gracie Abrams.
She's kind of lit. Taylor Swift's still better. I do love Peso Pluma and Red Hot Chili Peppers. I did find out that Stevie Nicks is not a boy. And I found out that Stevie Nicks is also in Fleetwood Mac.
Mm-hmm.
Because I saw on TikTok
Yes.
that Stevie Nicks was a female.
Silver Springs.
Landslide is what she sung at the Fire Aid. Yeah.
Okay.
How about you?
I'm really in my Gracie Abrams era right now, I think. I really like Close to You. Or what's the one where she has the cake
Oh.
and it keeps falling?
Shoot. I forget.
But, that
know
one's
what you're
good
talking
too. And then,
I kind of like Jelly Roll too.
I like Jelly Roll's beliefs. I like how.
Yeah, I like him.
Mhm.
I don't know if I've ever listened to any of his songs, but I
Yeah.
like Jelly Roll. He's
Yeah,
cool.
Jelly Roll's cool. I like Billie Eilish. I know I don't listen to a lot of her music.
That's
but,
fair.
Like
fair.
the stuff her mainstream stuff is fun.
Right. I also forgot Katy Perry.
Oh yeah, Katy Perry.
W.
She probably had fun doing that too.
Probably. Would she ride in on the Super Bowl show?
Like drones or something.
No, Dark Horse.
Yeah.
What was that?
Oh yeah, because she has a song.
Oh no, it was Roar. She was on the lion, I think.
We'll look that up later.
Yeah.
What else? I don't know a lot of stuff by the other people, but like.
Lady Gaga. Do you know Stevie Wonder's blind?
Yes, I did know that.
Do you think he wonders what he could see?
Trees of green. Isn't that like?
That's Louis Armstrong. I see skies of green. Oh wait, no. I see skies. No.
I see
Trees of green.
Trees of green.
Red roses too. Yeah, that's.
Cut
Louis
that part
Armstrong.
out.
Cut that.
Me being stupid and Chris singing.
Yeah. How do you feel about the the Luka AD trade?
Oh, I don't know.
I know we don't have sports, but that's global outreach. Someone needs to outreach to that Mavericks
Cucho.
GM. Dude, don't even play with me now.
I saw that and I freaked out. I was like, what the heck?
Cucho got traded to Real Betis for 20 million. But they should have donated that 20 million to fire aid at Red Cross.
Literally. There is a chicken nugget back there.
There's not a chicken nugget.
Look, I don't know what.
Oh. It's a moldy chicken. That is definitely a chicken nugget.
That's definitely. Ew.
Anyway.
Sorry. We got off topic there. Oh, one second. This is about to be so cool.
This is about to be so cool. Well, anyway, this is Leanne and Chris, and thank you for listening to our podcast. It's been a great experience. We'll see you next week, right?
Hello, I'm Charlie,
I'm Evan.
and today we're talking about global events. Mainly what we're going to be talking about today is how Trump is going to affect the tariffs. Basically, how Trump has to do with the tariffs and what tariffs do. He's going to talk about it.
And like what a tariff is like taxes on imported goods like wood, supplies, any of that. And one like example is the US auto industry.
I won't sneeze.
And on Monday, Trump agreed to a 30-day pause on his tariff threats to tariff threats against Mexico and Canada, as America's two largest trading partners took steps into a pause as concerns about border security and drug trafficking.
To continue this pause provided a cool down period after a lot of days. Few days that put North America on trade war that risked crushing economy growth, causing prices to skyrocket, and ending two of the United States' most crucial partnerships.
How did this affect the countries and the companies and also the people? Tariffs directly affect the price of imported goods. Like I said, wood, electrical supplies, any of that.
Not just wood, but
which can lead to a higher consumer price and can alter trade dynamics and international relations. Tariffs are also bad because they lead to small and marginally significant increase in unemployment.
Basically, to expand on that and to dumb down what tariffs are, because if you're confused, don't worry, so am I. Tariffs are basically when someone out of America tries to bring goods from their country into America. So how a lot of things are from China, that would cost more to bring that China good into America, causing those prices to increase a lot, which would not be good because I don't want to pay $15 extra for that new phone case I just bought because I bought it from China. But that is all we have to say. I'm Charlie.
I'm Evan.
And thank you for talking.
I'm Brandon.
And I'm Nathan, and this is Current Sports.
This is the NFL. This is what's going on in the NFL right now. There's not a lot going on in the NFL right now, as the Super Bowl is this Sunday with the Chiefs going against the Eagles.
In the NBA, the main thing everybody is talking about is the Luka Doncic trade. The Mavericks traded their franchise player Luka for the Lakers' Anthony Davis. I believe that defense wins championships is what the Mavericks general manager Nico Harrison told ESPN, explaining his motivation to deal Luka for Davis. I believe that getting an all-defensive center and an all-NBA player with a defensive mindset gives us a better chance. We're built to win now and in the future.
Standings in the NBA, the Eastern Conference. Cavaliers number 1, 40-9. Celtics number 2, 35-15. Knicks 33-17. Pacers 28-20. Bucks 26-22. Heat 24-23. The Western Conference, the Thunder is number 1, 39-9. Number 2 is the Grizzlies, 34-16. Number 3 is the Rockets, 32-17. Number 4 is the Nuggets, 31-19. And number 5 is the Lakers, 28-19. Number 6 is Clippers, 28-21.
In the MSL boys basketball, we have Bishop Rosecrans 11-1 in first place, Fisher Catholic 11-2, Grove City Christian 9-4, FCA 6-6, Miller 5-6, Burn Union 4-9, Wellington School 2-10, and Millersport 1-11 in last. In the MVL, Tri-Valley is in first. They're 12-1. Maysville is also 12-1. John Glenn is 11-2. Coshocton's 10-3. Sheridan 6-5. West Muskingum 6-7. New Lex 5-7. Riverview 4-8. Philo 3-9. Morgan 2-10. Quicksville 1-11. And Meadowbrook in last in their conference 0-8.
Hi, I'm Kinsley.
And I'm Mallory.
And this week on the Current Events Podcast, we will be talking about national weather.
As of February 4th, 2025, several significant weather events are impacting the United States. Ice storm threatens Midwest and Northeast. A dangerous ice storm is forecasted to affect areas from Chicago to Boston, bringing in treacherous travel conditions and potential power outages. The system is expected to develop midweek with freezing rain impacts regions from Iowa to New England. Winter weather advisories are already in place in Missouri and Illinois, cited from foxweather.com. Recent wildfires in Southern California have caused significant damage, resulting in 29 fatalities and the destruction of 16,000 structures.
Wow.
The financial impact is substantial, with insured property losses estimated between $28 billion and $45 billion, and overall economic losses between $250 billion and $275 billion. These events have highlighted the need for improved building codes, risk management, and long-term climate action. This is cited from Vox.com.
You want to know the bright side of this, Mallory?
Of course.
The wildfires have been going on since January 7th. The California Fire Department reported that since the rainfall, they have 100% been contained. So the wildfires in LA are like done.
Or like...
All right, we're back. Day 2.
Day 2 of filming.
Now we're going to talk about the weather. It was very cold walking to church this morning.
Extremely cold.
Like my legs were tingling.
But Kinsley's very tan. You would never know that she was cold.
Anyway, this week in Zanesville, Ohio, there is a high of 55 degrees on Saturday. And the low is Wednesday, the 4th, which is actually today. Throughout the week, we will see an average temperature ranging from about 35 to 50 degrees with expected freezing rain tonight. To our delay tomorrow?
Possibly, hopefully.
This is from the Weather Channel.
Now
Now we're done with the weather.
we're gonna talk about polar vortex splits.
That doesn't sound good.
Meteorologists are monitoring a rare polar vortex split expected to occur in mid-February. This phenomenon could lead to a significant cold air outbreak across the northern, central, and eastern United States, bringing frigid temperatures and increased snowfall. This is cited from weather.eu.
Dang.
To conclude our weather podcast, just to reiterate, we might possibly not have school tomorrow. However, it should be
icy.
Yes, icy, and hopefully it clears up because I'm tired of this cold weather.
Me too, but did you hear the weather groundhog thing predicted 6 more weeks of winter?
$1.20 bill?
Yeah.
Mm.
So we'll have some interesting weather updates for the next 6 weeks.
Hopefully Phil is wrong.
Peace.
John Podcast, Volume 2.
Hello, welcome to John Podcast, Episode 2. We got Catholic news this week. Yeah. Starting off,
Wow, this is morbid.
Oh, no.
This is quite the morbid start.
Opponents of assisted suicide renew fight in Delaware against proposed bill. The Diocese of Wilmington posted an action alert stating our opposition is rooted in the Church's belief in the sanctity of life and the dignity of the individual, both of which are objective and non-negotiable truths and principles of our faith. This is also backed up by the Catechism of the Catholic Church, which condemns euthanasia as morally unacceptable. Pope Francis reaffirmed this recently in the message. Pope Francis reaffirmed the Catholic Church's condemnation of the practice in a message to the Interfaith Symposium.
Sounds great.
Next.
News. Indian bishops mourn stampede deaths at massive Hindu festival attended by millions. Massive. The Conference of Catholic Bishops of India gathered to work towards aid for those impacted by the lethal stampede faced in a Hindu. They asked members of the church to send a prayer for the victims and their loved ones. Thank you.
Finally, some good news. Pope Francis prepares for the canonization of Blessed Karl Acutis for him to become a saint. The Pope stated how important a model that Acutis is for the young Catholics. This is our first Karl Acutis, first millennium saint.
Millennials.
The Pope stated how important of a model that Acutis is for young Catholics. He is our first millennial saint, and he is a great model for young Catholics in the faith. Acutis is known for creating websites with his technological skills that catalog Eucharistic miracles and adoration across the world. And he had some miracles in there too. Thank you. That's all.
That concludes volume 2 of the John podcast.
Thank you, guys.
Catholic news.
Hi, I'm Caleb.
And I'm Carrie.
And this is Really Real News. So the president has talked about adding a 10% tariff to Canadian energy. Tariffs are taxes that are applied to goods and services that come from foreign countries. And they aren't really a new concept. They've been around for a long, long time, longer than this country's been around. Prices that we were paying, that's once looked like $105 to about $1,400, give or take, are now going to look more like $120 to $1,500, give or take. These estimates are coming from, hold on, I got it here. Just give me a second. The National Energy Assistance Directors Association, which is a total mouthful. The negative effects on a consumer-based level would be concern for lower income and middle-class families. I mean, that's kind of expensive. It's a big jump to afford heat. And it'll also be felt on a national income level with concern to starting a trade war, which several countries, it looks like we already have. The more positive effect of this tax would be it increase national revenue, and it might kickstart more jobs here in America. Sorry. We're good. We'll cut this part out. So we're good.
Will we?
You better.
What? Moving on.
I didn't finish.
Oh, sorry.
Some more good news about this is that it's more likely to fluctuate and decrease over time, which is always good. So with this influx of price, it will eventually become cheaper to the average consumer. We're just paying more now.
So with the new president, he's made a lot of new policies, and he's already started taking more action. One of these actions being the immigration policies, which is, I don't know, I guess it's slightly controversial, but we're just going to give mostly the facts about it. So legal service providers who receive
slightly. It's pretty controversial.
It's actually really controversial, but we're going to keep it factual here and keep opinions out of it. Neutral, if you will. So legal services providers who receive federal funding and work in the immigration detention were told by the Justice Department to cease work. So basically they're told to stop doing their jobs, which their job is legal orientation, help with the immigration courts, and counsel for children. Basically, they take care of these families while they're over here, and they were told to cease action, which is kind of scary for them because, I mean, they're here in a new country and now they have no help. So he's basically telling the legal office that these immigrants get stability and stop doing their job. I said that wrong. Haley's blowing up my phone. This creates a lot of fear and uncertainty within the workspace. So now is really a scary time for everybody involved. So these people aren't getting paid and the immigrants aren't getting the help they need to start their new life. So we'll see really what comes of that. I guess the only positive effect I can see on the country would be that it's saving some money. But is it really worth it? I'm not really sure. I'm not accredited to make that type of...
You definitely are not.